Hello, everybody. Hello, Mary. Meet you. It's the 20th of October, and we had a debate yesterday, and unfortunately, we had lasagna for lunch and soup today, and that stuff doesn't agree with my stomach, so my heartburn's in. Ugh. Actually, I have acid reflux. Now, today, we're going to be talking about a whole bunch of stuff, including a mentioned in a vlog, a re-discussion on the external drive case that you couldn't physically see because I didn't have a wide enough angle lens on it. So they did was I took some snapshots of that case, and we will show those. But first, I wanted to get to a couple of interesting articles. First one is from Russian television, and the other one is actually, if I got this correct, is being reported by Fox News. And then there's and no, neither one are political. So let's go to the one that I bookmarked. This is for the Nibru people. Okay? The Russian television says ice world with an insane 20,000 year orbit discovered in our solar system. It goes on, I'll read to you. It was posted on October 19, 2016. This is not Russian Today. I'm not going to go through the whole article because of copyrights. I will respect that. An icy planet with a staggering 20,000 year orbit has been discovered, passing through our solar system, leading to re-emergence of the theories touting the existence of the fabled and mystical Planet 9. They're also talking about Nibru, by the way. It's called L91, is as the icy rock is called. It's an enigma, defying previously established gravitational patterns, and its discovery has added to the mounting evidence that there are gravitational disruptions going on beyond what we can see. According to scientists working on the Outer Space System Origins Survey, although L91 orbits our solar system's sun, it never comes any closer than 50 astronomical units. And its farthest extreme is a whopping 1,430 astronomical units away. Each astronomical unit equals the distance between the sun and the earth. So at its closest approach, it's 50 times farther out than us, and at the farthest point, it's that huge distance. I said 1,430 units. I'm not going to go into much more detail on that. One of the things is they haven't yet figured out is actually how big it is, and they're just barely seeing it coming now. Could this be the wing disk that we always talk about when we talk about Nibru? Well, it matches the criterion. First of all, is this going to smash into Earth? None of it's 50 astronomical units away from Earth. May not smash into Earth, but it could potentially smash into another planetary system. It goes on to, it explains, it says that we're starting to wonder if there's other eccentric orbits out there of planets that we used to think everything was stable and orbits shift. So maybe it's not so perfect and stuff like that. Another article, they didn't bookmark it. Stupid me, so I'm gonna have to wish my luck finding it back, but I can tell you about it anyway because I reviewed it real quick. Because ADAPT 2030 has been mentioning this about the wine growing regions of the world have been devastated because of unseasonably cold temperatures. So, okay. Might be in Russian television again. Okay, maybe. But the thing is that it seems that because of the crazy weather we've been having, is that it's affecting the wine growing regions. The grape wines are not doing as well, and so the price of wine is going to go up because they're not getting as good of a crop yield on the grapes. Now, last night's debate. What do I think of it? Well, first of all, I think Chris Wallace did a wonderful job as moderator. He really kept it under control. He did, unlike the other moderators in the first and second debate. The debate did not break down into all the questions can go out the window kind of thing. They did answer the questions. And Hillary Clinton lied through her teeth on many of the questions. One of the things that made me bust out laughing, almost made me split a gut, was when she said that she wasn't going to increase the U.S. deficit while having open borders policy and allowing giving free medical treatments and Social Security and Medicaid to the illegal immigrants for life. And that she's saying is that she's only going to increase taxes on those who are making $250,000 a year. That is absolutely positively nonsensical. That makes no sense at all. So, many polls, not just me, have said that Donald Trump did much better in the debates than Hillary Clinton. I must say that she's trying to brush aside stuff about the pay-for-play scandal in the State Department, and Chris Wallace was unsatisfied with her evading the question. So, then it was asked if Donald Trump lost the election, if he would concede defeat and endorse Hillary Clinton. And he said, no, I will not do that. He explained in a message today in Ohio why he said that. He said, if it's a fair debate, if it's a fair election, if everything is by the rules, if everything was no sneakiness, and I don't see a problem, he said, I don't personally see how I could lose, since this woman's so decrepitly crooked anyway. Now, let's get to the next topic. And I have printed some snapshots right here of it, but I'm going to actually put them up on the wall, and you're going to have me voice over it, because this way you don't have to worry about trying to squint and see a black and white printout. A little background about this enclosure. This actually was created by a company called Diskport. Now, Diskport made this tower that could hold 7 narrow SCSI CD-ROM. I think 2X and the 4X drives are common, and they were using the for Novell Network. They're using IPX protocol, And when I got it, it was missing the cover. It was missing the decorative front panel on it. And obviously, I don't have Novell Netware, so the card that converted between the Novell Netware IPX protocol and the standard SCSI 2 protocol was useless to me. So obviously, I had to redo it. We're going to take a look at the first image here. I have these in chronological order. So I'm going to play them for you in chronological order. Let's start with the first one, which is a side view of the unit. You can see that there's actually a total of 8 internal bays for half height 5¼ inch devices. And you can see the baby AT power supply in the bottom there in the corner. Has a standard baby AT power supply. It even has the regular motherboard connectors on it. It was just used in that because I guess the manufacturer decided, since it was readily available off the shelf, no reason to reinvent the wheel, so they used the standard baby AT power supply. It is a 200 watt power supply. It could be easily, you could replace that with an ATX, maybe ATX power supply if you so chose. I don't know if I really would need to go there, but incidentally, you'll notice, looking at the picture here, you will notice that there is no easy way for you to mount full height drives in the bays. You'll see that better in picture IMG 008, which I show. You can see some of the metal tangs in the picture on the one on both too. The next one is IMG 6005. I'm just going to say 6. I'm just going to say the last digit. I'm not going to go through our last 2 digits. So if I say, in this case, 04, it means IMG 6004. So let's go to 05, which shows the front of this unit. This here shows you'll see 2 little dimples on the bottom, little holes. Those are for LEDs that originally were used for the status indicator for the IPX board. The bulbs right there, the LEDs were snapping. They came out. I have them, and they're plugged into a little harness, which, as I mentioned, and I showed you that the LEDs can be used for other projects where you want to have a common cathode. Next one is the back of the picture, which is 06. You can see the back of the unit. You can see the metal plates, which have to do with for the SCSI cables. And you'll see a big long plate on the bottom. That was originally for the IPX board. Obviously, if I'm going to renovate that drive box, I might want to find some sheet metal to cover up those holes. But you're going to obviously need to have a hole anyway for the cable, so I guess it's not really a big deal. Image 7 just showed you some of the wiring on the drive. It's on the drive box. It's not really anything really exciting. 08 shows you the original model number of this unit, as well as it was made in Las Vegas, Nevada. Then we get into the picture of the front panel on 9. That doesn't apply. Then this 10 shows you the SCSI cable I was fondling so much on Tuesday night in its full length. You'll see that they can easily put more connectors on that cable, and as well. And number 12 shows you the bulkhead connector, which then goes almost immediately to the first internal Molex half-pitch 68-pin male drive connector. And then on image 13, it shows you the LVD SE terminator on the other end of the cable. By the way, that terminator plugs into the cable, so yes, you can unplug it, you can replace it. without a problem. So it's really nice for that reason. So so that's pretty much it. I just wanted to try to go through and explain that I want to put that drive unit to work. I'm always been kind of creative anyway. Always found things kind of fun to kit bash and modify things to my own particular applications. Why not, right? It's my shit. Now, by the way, I went through some of my computer tapes today. Some of the retrospect backups from 2 years ago, and some of those tapes are dated. So I might recycle the tape cartridges and use them over for new backups for the system. I'm talking about the ones from 2014, which obviously they don't really have anything on them that is really worth keeping, because the systems have changed so much since that time. The contents of my hard drives have changed as far as what software I use and everything. So it's just obsolete. So something to think about. But the most important thing is I'm really kind of glad I got a chance to show you this case, because when I got this case, it was used for, like I said, originally it was intended for a computer shop, as part of some equipment that was given to the shop, and the shop was like, they didn't know what to do with it. It's made out of solid steel. The thing is extremely heavy. It's got a couple of usable things inside. I've certainly used the base for drives. There was actually two. I got it originally with 7 double speed CD-ROM drives in there. I sold a good portion of them off as a lot, a box of drives, for a pretty good price on eBay. I just kept 2 in there because I didn't know what to do with all those empty bays. I figured I'll leave something in there to keep them filled up so it won't look so bad. So yeah, I might still put some hard drives in there in the near future. And that's about it. I don't have much more to say. But I did, like I said, I just wanted to let you know what was going on in the technology stuff. And so if you have any questions, comments, concerns, gripes, kudos, suggestions, whatever, please contact me and I will see what I can do to make them happen. And like I said, and as far as this case goes, I definitely think a nice metal, or a maybe even using a veneer and some MDF, medium density fiberboard. Sure, I'd like to use real wood, but real wood is a little bit expensive. So, and then, or maybe I could even use OSB, oriented strand board, and then put contact paper over the top of it, because I don't have a table saw, so I'd have to cut everything. Yes, I know that. Well, people over there at Lowe's or Home Depot will cut the material for me, but they're gonna have to buy a whole freaking sheet of plywood just to do that. Unless I wanna, well, I have to buy a whole sheet of plywood anyway. So what's the difference? Because if I buy plywood, I have to cut it in size. If I buy it cut at the home center, then I gotta pay for the whole sheet of plywood, except it'll be a lot easier to carry it. Unless I want to eventually one day buy myself a table saw, a little, what they call contractor size table saw, and cut the material myself and then make the covers. That's an idea too. Just felt that since I was describing this thing to you, is that you probably couldn't see what I was really showing you, so I figured I'd show it to you again. And right now the tape drive is working at this point. I didn't try to do any major reads today, but obviously I did do some things with it, and it seemed to be working okay. So, well, for right now, I want to thank you very much for watching this video, and I will talk to you soon, like I said. Okay? See you soon. Bye-bye.